Good morning, I'm Dick Bixler with Bixler's Art, and this morning I'm very thankful to the Philly Art Museum in Pratt, Kansas, because Brittany and Allie and Stan, the Phillies, Mimi, Warren, and Karen, and all the Philly board for all the promotions they do of the value of art. And a special thank you for Britt and Allie and Stan for always coming up with creative ideas to bring art into your homes. Wow, so many questions for me to answer in 8 minutes. So let's go for it, see what we can do. Do I feel the material I use are heavy and harsh for the audience? No. I want our artwork to last over 100 years. So no, I do not. How do I portray something soft, through the eyes of colors or flowers? And we have colors right here. There are some different examples of how we can do that, a variety of colors. Something soft is also like in a bear's face or a horse's face. When I do a sculpture, a portrait of them, I make sure their eyes talk to you. So that's how I do that. I'm bringing out softness. Good question. Do I ever get artist block? No, I really don't. But I do a lot of artistic changes of what I might have thought of in the middle of the night that I wanted to do. By the time I get to the studio, I've already changed what I'm going to do. And so, another one, do I feel sometimes my work is not good enough? Yes. Matter of fact, most of the time I feel my work's not good enough. I always would like to improve something, always and looking for more improvement. And life is that way. Life is self-learning. So, have I ever tried a self-portrait of myself? Great question. No. No is the answer. Should I do it? Yes, I might try that sometime. So there, thank you for that one. How did I choose my medium and why? I want a message with a purpose through my art to help others see their self-worth through our art. And another question was, you do both functional and non-functional work. What is the catalyst for doing one or the other? And how is your process the same or different? Sometimes just walking to the studio, I have an alternative reaction to my goals that day. And instead of making a functional artsy, functional, different, catch your breath, take away, I might do table and chairs. I completely change from functional to so-called non-functional art, and I might make a 4-foot sunflower like the one above me, or a horse's head, or a flowering vase. So 90% of all of our art has meaning from inside self that can be functional or non-functional art. Another question, how do I put Bible verses to our creations? Is the Bible verse the inspiration, or does the artwork come first, then you think of the Bible verse? Irene, I do it both ways. Usually, if we're doing crosses or Easter, then that's an influence on me, like our 10-foot cross with the cloth. And then the Bible verses just flow with it, and sometimes I'll do it the other way. So I do it both ways. Thank you. Have I ever done any other type of art other than metal art? We've done patents and patent designings. When did I start My interest in art, well, growing up watching my mother paint on canvas, that was when I started. She did such a beautiful job and brought out happiness in life. And then did I do any art while I was in education? Well, I did some metal art, and then we did some patent designing also at that time while we were in education. What's my favorite part of art? I guess it would be sharing with others. Positive self-meaning would be that. Just like, well, with what themes do I like to stick with? And that just, it's self-meaning to others or the themes. What inspires my work? My wife, Nancy, people's reactions, faith, friends, nature, helping ease people's pains. What inspired me to start doing art? Probably my mom and high school teacher, art teacher. How do I come up with the sculptures I make? Well, usually it's easy. Like the tornado and diamond sculpture, it was to help ease people's pain. And the world sculpture, made up of its different angles, different sizes, and from a distance it looks round, but when you get up there you would see that it's all different, but we all have value to make up the world. All those pieces go together to make that circle. And another one is, what is one thing you might do that's important? Well, important, I hope. My desire through our art is to remind the observer that you must never allow yourself to be limited by your challenges, disabilities, and functions of life. How long does it take me to shape metal? I believe in the old-fashioned way. I use a cutting torch. I use a 3-pound hammer. I heat the metal till it's red. That varies, this answer varies. Like the length of time I took for the horse's head, the portrait of the horse, I had 40 hours plus in that one. The cloth on the 10-foot cross, I have over 50 hours just in the cloth, heating that, bending a flat piece of metal to make it look and sway in the wind and look like cloth. What's the meaning of life's aim sculpture? Well, life's aim sculpture reminds us that we all have targets or goals in life, and never let fear or restlessness take away from your aim. And again, we're getting short on time, but again, a special thank you to the Philly Art Museum, to Britt, and Allie, and Stan for inviting me here with questions and answers that can go into your home while we're all trying to be safe during this virus. There again, the Philly Art Museum always comes up with creative ideas to help everyone. So thank you again, Philly Art Museum, for asking me.